last night, and so these guys are playing really confident basketball. You're adding Bryce Sensabaugh to the starting lineup, who's a heck of a player. So this is going to be one of those games where you better bring the focus.
Spurs with the tip. It's presented by Pizza Hut, and we're underway. You're not nervous, though, right?
A lot of catching up to do.
Sell. Dribbles in a little bit, stops, and hits it. Spurs first bucket.
And Devin finally takes the lid off that thing.
Earlier this season.
Yeah, and he's a versatile big man.
Victor keeps it high.
The rest of the season continue to get better and build on those 3 wins.
The Wemby, Castle cutting, waits, got fouled, throw it up and in.
Yeah, he does.
And poked it free. Castle with Wemby trailing, he takes it all the way. A handler guy, even with Fox in the lineup.
Well, he was the main ball handler again when De'Aaron Fox was out to start the season.
Wemby, shot clock at 4, flicks it up and in. That length.
Yeah, use that size, shot blocking ability. A lot of teams practicing shooting that ball over the top.
Devin sort of pushed into that one.
You can see Nurkic was really starting to come into his own.
That's the number 1 factoid about Nurkic is Wembanyama puts it in.
Whistle getting himself to the foul line. That one, unfortunately, is on the floor.
Keldon Johnson fakes it, takes time, and he drills it.
In his jersey.
Playing hard on both ends right now. Dish down low, kick back out. Keldon, 2 for 2 for 3.
Target practice for Keldon.
Here he is, off to Devin Vassell. Oh, throw it up high for Luke.
I love the little hesitation there by Devin.
Spins, looking for somebody. Keldon's already hit 2. Make it 3.
Boy, he's feeling really comfortable right now. He was the projected number 1 overall pick.
Well, the threes are falling for the Spurs. They're 4 of 8. Devin has one. Made the second most 3-pointers by a 7-footer ever. Carter Bryant wide open. Yes!
Well, he's got that shot down. Also with Nurkic, one of the more remarkable comebacks we've seen in this league.
Harper, nice spin. Picked up the dribble. Champagnie checks the clock, steps through, and got it! The roll for Jules.
Our guys could separate themselves a little bit.
Victor didn't come down with it.
Utah Jazz have a lot of guys that put the ball in the basket.
Yep, the defense has been the problem for them this year. 29th in defensive rating. Wembanyama dunks it over Cody Williams.
Cody Williams got there just in time.
Hitting iron. They're straight net.
They're pure.
Castle. He hangs and scores.
In the paint.
Castle stuck. Sohan in. Moves it to the open man. Hits Devin Vassell. He's got 2 threes. Just with his return to play. As Castle got that knocked free. Dylan Harper, the rookie.
In the sidestep, Clayton Jr.
Harper, cross-court pass stolen.
2 guys that got in at 3 in the morning.
KJ 3. Yes. KJ, spin, a beautiful spin. Harper, 4th chance. Wemby dunks it! Harper, right back, Wembanyama. Pass off, Keldon again! And a late foul call, got it! Bank Center. Well, great food the Spurs just tried, and Victor, a great dunk off the feed. A big offensive rebound. Wembanyama's turn, got it stripped. Wembanyama. Fades away. And banks it in over Nurkic.
A little ode to Timmy Duncan there.
Duncan!
The pressure back on Utah.
Castle. Oh my goodness, all over Sensabaugh. On him. So, we'll see. Barnes from the corner.
There he is. I was waiting.
Harper with space. Dylan Harper! The harm in the hoop!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, This is why this motherfucker right here is one of my favorite current players in the 210 on the San Antonio Spurs. My favorite team of 29 of almost 32 years I've been on this earth. My rookie of the year, my upcoming rookie of the year, I should say, and my motherfucking point guard. This man is the definition of what movies are going to be made of and is more than likely going to finish his career in San Antonio because of it. I fucking love you, Dylan Harper.
Carter Bryant.
Oh, good looking shot there. Just can't get it to fall.
Harper the rebound. Throw it up. Number 2 to number 1. Harper out. KJ up fake. A 3. There it is.
Oh, Sheldon has it going on right. Looks from beyond the arc.
KJ physical with Markkanen off glass. 25 points.
Kind of space, not a soul around him.
Wemby stops on a dime and hits. Harper stuck back out. Vassell walking in. Wemby almost.
Goodness.
But KJ there to clean things up.
Excellent job by the young fella.
Everybody on their feet here inside the Prospect Center. Wemby! The loudest dunk of the night.
Yes.
Unbelievable. Hangs in the air. It's a solid contest from Victor.
Castle spots up and hits a 3. Castle, the crossover at Cody Williams. Off glass. A beauty. San Antonio can tie or take the lead with a tray ball. How about the tie? Castle on the drive. Slips by and scores.
How about scoring 4 on 5?
Wembanyama for 2.
And that was all she wrote, unfortunately. The comeback attempt fell short and our win streak of 8 games has come to an end. Now the Spurs are looking to start a new streak, but this is good for us because it proves that just because we're good this year for the first time since 2016-17, unlike that particular Spurs team, this Spurs team is not completely unstoppable. So we got to work on some growing pains in order to get to that level again. That did not go according to plan whatsoever, as you can see. Because just to show you that just because we're good again for the first time since the first year of the post-Duncan era, which was the first year this team didn't have him in 2016-17 because of his retirement, that we're not like back to that unstoppable level of good yet, like those Duncan Spurs were. And the only year of the until this year of the post-Duncan era Spurs were that 1 year in 2016-17. We still have a little bit to work on and a lot to fix in order to like get back to what we used to be, you know, with Wembanyama, Fox, Harper, and Castle. And the fact that, you know, Fox didn't play tonight, it's kind of what hurt us too. It kind of hurt our chances to, like, you know, make a move in the fourth quarter like we're really good at doing thanks to him. But how the fuck did he get injured is the real question. I mean, did something happen on Thursday when Emily was here with me? You know, did Lou Dort's the bum ass actually try to hurt him and successfully did it, like some source on Facebook are telling me? Because if so, I really didn't pay close enough attention. We and Emily were too busy, you know. She was too busy watching me, let alone and recording me go crazy and react to the game and get all hyped and shit. So I'm speaking of Emily and the Spurs. I gotta say, I'm glad this happened tonight rather than Thursday. That way she didn't have to see something like this. So even though I kind of wish Jacob and Sean were doing the Thursday game, but one of these days she will catch a Spurs game here at my house with Jacob and Sean on the TV and not the computer, because, you know, the NASCAR's on the cable box and it will combine with the Gen Play taking a shit and not working properly. But we got it fixed for the new season, so luckily me and my dad know what to do in case it does it again at the same time of year this coming year when we get close to the end of the NBA regular season. So if the Spurs make the playoffs, then we're not going to need the Gen Play for the rest of the season because everything will be nationally televised. So therefore, the last time we'll listen to Jacob and Sean, if we make the playoffs, will be against the Nuggets in April in the SBC Center in San Antonio. So yeah, so we gotta, you know, make the most of having Jacob and Sean every single night while we can. So I know that, they are broadcasting the Hornets game in Charlotte. It was a Saturday afternoon game on Mallory James Mahoney's birthday, but Amazon Prime is doing that game too. Well, the blackouts, since they're both on the Fire Stick, Gen Play, and Amazon Prime, will the blackouts apply on streaming on between two streaming apps? So we're gonna do a little bit of an experiment. That's that day. We're gonna do an experiment that day to see if the Gen Play will still work with Jacob and Sean, despite the game also being on Prime. And I have this good feeling that it might work, that the Jacob and Sean still might work, even though it's on Prime. So if it works with Jacob and Sean, then we'll watch it with them. And maybe since Emily has, Prime and Peacock, she could watch the Prime version since she doesn't have the Gen Play. That would be nice, where we get to watch the same thing, but in two different ways. I get to watch the Spurs commentary version. She has to watch the Prime commentary version. But we have until next month, the end of next month, when we get close to my Ricky Craven, Sean Elliott 32nd birthday, to find out. So anyway, this game, I want to shout out one of my best friends, Isabella Kucherik, for thinking of me during the middle of that Spurs fourth quarter run, which was their comeback attempt. That was really nice of you to think of me like that, which I was really surprised to get a call from you, because I rarely get phone calls like that from those kind of friends. So that really meant a lot to me, which is what makes it special, because it's very rare and doesn't happen all the time, which is why if it happened quite more frequently, then special rare moments like that would get stale really fast, and it wouldn't be as meaningful or special, and it would lose its luster, and you wouldn't appreciate it as much. It takes away how special those things are, because it's very rare. So thank you, Izzy. I love you. But hashtag don't tell Emily, even though I think you might already have a boyfriend, if I remember correctly. But anyway, that's neither here or there. And while Izzy was calling me, thinking of me and shit, wanted to know how my Christmas went, the Spurs did go on the run in the form of a valiant comeback attempt, but they did tie the game, but unfortunately they could not get over the hump and take the lead back, and the Jazz had an answer every time we gained any momentum, including that big burst of momentum in the fourth quarter. So I got to tip my hat to the Jazz. They played a better game than us, and after they beat the mess out of the Pistons yesterday, I did not take them for granted. I knew they were going to give us a run for their money, despite them being a bad team this year. But if they find the right pieces in the future from this point on out, they'll have a good team again, like they did in many other, in the era with Stockton and the ringless mailman Pito, despite them not winning a damn championship. Like, they didn't win shit with those two. And the ringless mailman Pito didn't deserve a championship, because fuck him and everything he stands for. Good basketball player, but a dog shit, pathetic, sorry excuse of a human being. So therefore, I respect the Jazz except for him. So that's the only thing about the Utah Jazz I don't like, because fuck him and everything he stands for. But that's neither here or there. So our next game will be on Monday, which is not going to be with Jacob and Sean. It's going to be on NBC and Peacock against the 2016 Mickey Mouse champions in the SBC Center. Now that Wemby's playing this time and back in the starting lineup just in time, maybe things will go better this time compared to the one here in Ohio on December 5th, when there was no Wemby and there was no Castle, and maybe Harper will play better this time compared to then when I was at the game. But I don't know if Swipa will be sitting out that game too. So we got to hope he's able to play on that day. That way we have a chance to take these bozos out. So, and shut their delusional dumbass fans. Well, some of them, not all of their fans are like that, but the ones that are delusional and deluded as hell, we can shut them the fuck up. So tell them to take that 2016 Mickey Mouse championship and shove it where the sun don't shine. So I want to be able to do that, Ricky Martin dance, just to troll them and piss them off, because one of these days we got to beat them in their house again when I go to the game. That way, if that happens, and before me and my dad walk out those doors at the Gund Arena, I could give a Spurs fan and a fellow invading Spurs fan my phone and have them record me doing a Ricky Martin dance on TikTok to celebrate the Spurs win in my full-on Spurs attire in front of all those Crapalier fans, just to piss them the fuck off out of spite. So that is going to be a glorious night when that night comes. We finally beat those sons of bitches in their house. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens. The last thing I'm going to say is to that one dumbass on Instagram who said the energy is shifting. On Thursday on Christmas Day, how the fuck did that work out? Energy shifted my fucking ass. You're basically on the way to either becoming a basically heading in the direction where you're either going to be a play-in team or just not making the playoffs at all. And even if you do our play-in team, you're going to be like us in 2021 and 22. Now you're taking up a spot in the plan from a team that deserves it more than you do, and just going to get bounced out. So, and to all those real life friends that talk shit about us and bragged about them doing good, now it's our turn to do the same. So how the tables have turned, if you guys miss the playoffs or we watch to the playoffs, I am gonna be fucking trolling the hell out of all of y'all just to piss you off and, take it back to you the same way you took it to me first. MICKEYMOUSC. Yeah, therefore, if you guys don't make the playoffs and we do, I'll be like, have fun sitting on the couch this year while we're watching us go cruise to our 6th championship, because you clowned us for not making the playoffs, and well, you guys did. Well, now it's our fucking turn to do the same. So how the tables have turned and how the mighty have fallen. But I'm just going on a anti-Cavs tangent and, little shit like that. But I really hope we can beat those bums on Monday and, show them who's better all time. San Antonio over Cleveland all day, every day. But anyway, congratulations to the Jazz on playing a better game than us, just like they did with the Pistons yesterday. I mean, Wemby and Yama back in the starting lineup, but they still have to be real. They're still taking it cautiously before, they put it, transfer him back to normalcy where he's getting maximum minutes and you don't have to be cautious with anything. They want to make sure he's at least 110% healthy to avoid have a high risk of re-injuring him so easily. So very smart move on the RC Buford, the whole Brian Wright, Mitch Johnson pop in the front office, to make sure to be mindful about his health and make sure they keep him healthy. Hopefully Castle's okay, and now when he came out, he had that awkward land on his leg. It's not too serious. And when Wembenyama got hit in the calf on Christmas Day, Thursday, because of Lou Dort's bum ass, turns out that calf is fine. I hope it wasn't the same calf. And well, either way, at least he played tonight. Otherwise, he wouldn't have played and we would have known. But anyway, time to go. Have a good night tonight and a better day tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Good night. And I will see you all for the next video, which will be sometime tomorrow after we get the Greg Booty Biffle tribute meal at Subway in honor of, the Biff himself, the guy who made me fall in love with Subway as a NASCAR fan, which will be followed by the Patty Mills installment, episode 8, not that imposter Olenek, fuck you, of Spurs Roundup, where the Christmas game will get its own video, and we'll also preview the game for the following day against the Mickey Mouse champions of 2016. See you later, everyone, and as always, go Spurs, wait, hold on. Go Spurs, go! Go Spurs, go!
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.